And like I predicted, the blue goat of misfortune has landed upon my doorstep like an unwelcome poor relation on a cold February morning. There is a big hole where this small hole used to be. The money has dried up, and I am reduced to doing my own laundry. Mustafio is a washerwoman, not a pretty sight, eh? Well, dear people, at least I don't have to wear a tie. I now broadcast to and fro from my own little corner of misery. I have spent so much time looking at myself. I have now noticed that my left leg is slightly longer than my right, and for a period of time, this was all I was able to think about. But I am on the path of no return, and my suitcases will remain packed at the moment's notice. I can take the red eye to the moon, because that's where it looks like the enemy lives. I have been to the moon, and I don't wish to go again, but I am here to serve my people, at least for this week. Hey, I have seen the future, and it is brown, Fango brown. Brown mountains populated by people in brown clothes, eating brown food and expelling brown waste. The bowels of the animals also conform to this fashionable color scheme by default. The opiate of buying has been replaced by the narcotic of fear, and the peach looks so ripe, but that's because it was sprayed with a Get Ripe spray to make it so. The sun is hot, and that's because they've removed the invisible screen to make it hotter. The singer sings in perfect pitch because they made her swallow a machine that makes it impossible for her to sing a wrong note. The muscle man has big muscles because he ingested a Get Beefy pill. And the microphone lady has had all her tears removed by the boss who shares her bed every other weekend. Still, who are we to deprive little Johnny of his stinking little birthday? This is another reason to try and get a bargain, to outrun the inevitable wash of another reason, another brown reason that will take over the cosmos. Even now, while everybody remains temporarily in love with one another, this stream of inadequate entertainment shambles on around us. I don't believe anyone can steal the moon, and I don't believe all the money you have pledged to me will ever reach my worthy hands in its entirety. There are plaques to engrave and murals to be designed. I too will shed tears for a backwards roller coaster ride no one wants to be on. What do you want from me? I'm just a slicky boy trying to hustle a buck. But buck after buck, piled upon other piles of big bucks on top of bucks, makes Mustafio so happy. And at least one person deserves to be happy. One person deserves such bucks. Hey! And the man with the bucks is the man with the mega horn. I will be listened to, make no mistake. Infomercials were only the beginning. I can take out stains and grind carrots into dust. I can cover your bald spot and shine your silver. I can shrink your wife. I can get the job done. I am everywhere at once and nowhere at all. And that is where I want to be. I am ahead of the game again. Indeed, I am the head of the game. Indeed, I am the head of the game. They want to cut out my face over there in the land of brown? Go ahead. Go ahead. My smell remains, and my stink is your investment into a bright future stuffed with rainbow juice. The South may not rise again, but my dingo is as hard as a blacksmith's butter pipe, and I will stick my dingo into the fire for you, dear people. My dingo will be 2,000 degrees, and I will slap it around in the land of brown Fango like a flat-footed, underpaid Mexican making a pizza pie under a bridge. Then the sparks will fly, and the sparks will be orange. We can make believe the orange sparks are tiny flying pumpkins, and you can make believe I'm a flat face. But dear people, I am not a flat face, and I'm not a tiny flying orange pumpkin. I have the world on my back. And my dick is harder than Halley's Comet. I'm a good bet. I can spend $1 3 times. Get on my back, dear people. Get on the back of the great Mustafio. Together we will fly into the Fango brown and plant our own tiny pumpkins in the ancient dust of betrayal and boredom. You and I together. Won't the blacksmith be laughing when he sees his little fire outside of my pants on the TV? Won't he be surprised? Won't you all be surprised? And please, don't send change. I always get stuck paying the extra postage.